Happening right now, authorities across the state on high alert for a homicide suspect in the area. Let's go straight to News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley. He's in the studio with us here at the Smart Screen. You've been working the phones all morning long, getting updates from the TBI.
Yeah, Steve, I've been trying to get a lot of information from them. Right now, though, they're being pretty tight-lipped. What they're telling me is they are looking for somebody in relation to an investigation they're working on, but other than that, they're not releasing specifics. I have learned that the suspect could be hiding out in the Clarksville area. The homicide occurred in Montgomery County, but the details surrounding the specifics of that are still unclear. Here's what I know right now. This alert was sent out around 11 last night for this male suspect. According to police, he's wanted for questioning for a homicide as well as abuse of a corpse. The crime, as I said, happened in Montgomery County, so I reached out to officials there to see if they knew anything about it, but they said they really didn't know much because the TBI is taking the lead with the investigation. So at this point, no identity of the victim has been released. We really don't know the specifics as to exactly what happened, but again, it is a male suspect believed to be hiding out in Clarksville. The alert, again, has now been out for several hours. The TBI says they may be releasing more information later today, and when they do, we'll have that both on air and online at newschannel5.com. Amy?
Cuthbert, thanks. New this morning, 2 people were sent to the hospital overnight after a semi hit a guardrail and went over an embankment. Happened on I-40 westbound near mile marker 198, around 9 last night. That's close to Old Hickory Boulevard. Police say the driver had minor injuries, but 1 passenger was ejected. They were taken to Vanderbilt Hospital. And this morning, we know what caused that deadly accident on Briley Parkway on Sunday night. It was potholes. The accident happened near the County Hospital Road exit. Authorities say John LaSalle was riding on his motorcycle when he hit a big pothole and veered to the right, which caused him to sideswipe a car. LaSalle was thrown off the bike and may have hit a guardrail. Another motorcyclist was also injured in that wreck. That rider says he was forced to lay his bike down to avoid the accident.
The Tennessee Department of Transportation is urging drivers to use caution, reduce speed because of the problem of potholes. They say it is a very lengthy process to fix them, and it will require some lane closures. Repairs made in the colder months are only temporary. That hot mix is needed for a more permanent repair. TDOT does not set money aside specifically for pothole repairs. They want everyone to be patient. They say they will be working on state-owned routes primarily. And take a look at some dash cam video right here from Mount Juliet Police. They had to chase a car after the driver refused to pull over, and police want to question the person about suspicious activity. Well, during the chase, the passenger tossed out a loaded handgun along Springmont Boulevard. Unfortunately, police had to end the chase for public safety, so they were not able to catch the driver. They're hoping someone watching this recognizes that car, believed to be anywhere from an 04 to an 08 silver Chevy Malibu with blacked out wheels and missing hubcaps. It did have a temporary license plate and damage to the driver's side front door. If you have any information or you recognize that car, call 754-TIPS.
Last night, more than 100 people gathered to remember Devontae Ziegler. He's a 15-year-old who was tragically shot and killed by a suspected 11-year-old. Police say the 11-year-old found the gun and was showing it to Ziegler at his North Nashville home when Ziegler was shot.
As for the 11-year-old suspect, he was released from juvenile detention yesterday after the hearing was canceled. Another hearing has been scheduled for April the 13th. Police don't think that child intended to shoot his friend, but he acted suspiciously Friday night, so they charged him with homicide.
This is a huge tragedy, and we are certainly, I have personally expressed my grief and my sadness to the aunt and uncle and explained to them what's occurring today, and they are totally fine with not having hearing today.
Investigators say the suspect threw away the gun after it went off. It still has not been found. A new development this morning in a shooting at a party in Montgomery County. The victim, Ariana Spencer, has died from her injuries. It happened early Sunday morning on Corbindale Road. A second victim was treated at Vanderbilt Medical Center. Deputies say they do have a possible suspect in that shooting, but so far no details. If you know anything that might help them, give them a call, 931-237-8422.
As for the 18-month-old who was shot in the head by his 3-year-old brother last week, the boy is improving and may get to leave the hospital soon. According to the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, the boy has been taken off of a ventilator, but they aren't sure if he suffered brain damage from the incident. Police say they're still trying to figure out how the toddler was able to get a gun in the first place. Both children are no longer in custody of the parents, and once released, the little boy will enter foster care. We have new video that's been released of the 2013 Boston bombing, and federal prosecutors are hoping it will help jurors convict Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. There are multiple images of the brothers, especially Dzhokhar, standing by himself for almost 40 minutes by the spectators. And then he's seen using a disposable phone just moments before the first bomb explodes. Overall, the FBI has gathered 4,000 hours of surveillance videos, photos, and home movies from that day. Today will be day 4 of the trial.